In the vast universe, mysteries exist beyond human comprehension. Supernatural forces and otherworldly beings lurk in the shadows, revealing themselves only under the cover of night. One of the most cursed lands is the Shadow Isles, a place where souls cannot find peace and ghosts wander eternally in the twilight. Life is nearly absent here, leaving only the sounds of howling winds, chains dragging across cold ground, and eerie noises echoing from the void. Amidst the ancient cemetery, a hand suddenly emerges from the earth. After moments of struggle, a young man slowly rises, covered in mud, bewildered by his circumstances. His name is John, and he recalls leading a normal life in the real world. As his eyes adjust to the darkness, he observes moss-covered tombstones, decayed human skeletons, and an air thick with the scent of death. Uncertain of how he arrived, John realizes he is in a place unfit for the living. A singular thought dominates his mind: escape this deadly land before matters worsen. Regaining some composure, John cautiously moves through the dense fog enveloping the graveyard. Each step feels heavy, as if an invisible force restrains him. The surroundings are eerily silent, occasionally broken by the rustling of dry leaves or the chilling hoot of an owl in the night. Bare, skeletal trees loom like gnarled hands, giving him the unsettling sensation of being watched. While searching for an exit, John discovers a tomb larger than the others, adorned with a faintly glowing, mysterious symbol. Under its dim light, a cold sensation creeps into his mind, bringing vague images of past events and death. Unconsciously, his hand reaches out to touch the emblem. Instantly, the ground trembles. Distant moans begin to resonate, as if the entire graveyard is awakening. Skeletons stir, shadowy spirits materialize, and hollow eyes fixate on him. Panicked, John turns to flee, but darkness consumes every path. He starts to understand that his presence here is no accident. Something from his past awaits confrontation. Desperately fleeing, John's heart races and his breath quickens. The moans behind him grow louder, accompanied by a dense, black fog engulfing everything. He stumbles, his bleeding hands scraping against the cold earth as he struggles to rise and continue running. Each step feels unbearably heavy, burdened not only by physical exhaustion, but also by an overwhelming, intangible fear. Just when escape seems impossible, a faint light appears in the darkness, a dilapidated wooden hut hidden among dead trees. Driven by instinct, John dashes inside. As the door closes, the outside noises abruptly cease, leaving only his pounding heart and labored breaths. Inside, dust and cobwebs cover everything. John finds an old notebook. The first page bears scrawled words: "All who come here carry a forgotten memory." Flipping through, each line evokes unfamiliar yet familiar images, as if he were once part of this place. Gradually, he realizes his flight isn't from the graveyard, but from his own past, a past with no place left to hide. A cold draft through the door crack makes John shiver. He sinks onto the rotting wooden floor, eyes fixed on the aged notebook. The final pages contain distorted drawings, strange symbols, and sketches of a man, his face obscured, but eyes eerily similar to John's. A small caption beneath tightens John's chest: "The traitor shall be eternally cursed." A wave of dizziness forces him to brace against the wall. His mind blurs, then memories flood back. He once lived in a village near this graveyard and participated in an ancient ritual to awaken a dark force. At the last moment, he betrayed the others to escape, only to be relentlessly pursued by the resulting curse. John clutches his head, murmuring, "Impossible. I forgot, but why now?" Outside, the night seems to come alive. Shadows creep around the hut, and the moans whisper his name. It's time to confront not only the dark force, but also the guilt of his past. Trembling, John stands, the notebook a testament to all that was buried. Outside, the wind howls fiercely, carrying mournful calls from the past. He opens the decayed wooden door, stepping into the thick fog enshrouding the graveyard. Each step treads upon memories, weighing heavily on his heart. The desolate land before him becomes clearer under the dim moonlight. Old, leaning tombstones, ancient symbols etched in stone, and at the center a stone circle with a familiar mark, the site of the past ritual. John approaches, his gaze steady. He knows only by facing it can he hope to end it. Placing his hand on the central stone, a cold shiver runs down his spine. The ground subtly shakes, and darkness seems to shift. Faint figures emerge, abandoned souls, those who joined the ritual, now appearing to claim their due. John kneels, whispering apologies, not just to them, but to himself. In that moment, a faint light begins to glow in the darkness. The initial weak light gradually expands, forming a dim halo around the ritual site. The surrounding spirits cease movement, their expressions softening from fierce to sorrowful, as if listening. The wind dies down. Silence envelops everything, broken only by John's steady, sincere murmurs. He opens the notebook to the final page, where the ancient sealing incantation is recorded. Under the moonlight, the once faded words now emit a gentle glow. John reads slowly, each word rekindling memories, serving as a final atonement. As he utters the last phrase, the ground shakes violently. A whirlwind rises, sweeping up ashes and obscuring the surroundings. The spirits begin to dissolve in the light, free from pain and resentment. Some even smile before vanishing completely. When all settles, John collapses within the stone circle, exhausted. The notebook smolders in his hand, each page turning to ash. Yet, he feels at peace. He knows the past is finally laid to rest. The sun rises over the horizon, casting its first rays through the forest's lingering mist. John lies motionless in the stone circle, eyes closed, breaths faint but present. The air feels unusually fresh, as if the forest itself exhales in relief after a long, tense night. A soft sound breaks the silence. From the forest's edge, a figure emerges, Anna, a long-lost friend from the group. Her face shows fatigue, but her eyes brim with emotion. She kneels beside John, grasping his hand, tears silently falling. In that moment, without words, they understand it's over. Not just the ritual, but the years of painful memories, mistakes, and regrets that haunted them. Behind them, the ancient stone temple begins to crumble quietly, as if concluding its mission. Debris falls, dust rises, and then only an empty ground remains under the morning sun. John opens his eyes. Looking at Anna, he smiles faintly. The journey has ended, but from here, a new path awaits them. This time, one of true peace.